Hey guys, so I am doing a little bit of a sit down and talk about there's some new merch I had, so I had added on to my Knicks hat collection. But I just wanted to go over a little bit my thoughts on the Knicks winning it all. So I know I touched on, well, first off, if you are new here, my name is Jamila, but I do go by Double J when I do talk sports because I have a podcast. But just want to just talk a little bit about my thoughts on the actual Knicks winning it all. So if you have not heard me like in the beginning, I mentioned how, sports has been my favorite thing of all time. Just like as like a hobby of watching. I mean, I do other things too, but I love sports. I love talking sports. People don't think like when they hear me like, huh? She actually, yes, I do. It took me a while. It took me a bit to learn it. Like I'll say like as a kid, of course I wasn't talking like how I do now, like when I go out and talk sports or just even this. But when I got older, I had friends that actually, the guy friends that actually used to watch or play even sports too. So get a chance to watch like Super Bowls, just different things. Like it was like, okay, yeah, this is very thrilling. So like I said, I thought it was thrilling too, like back in the day, like when I was watching as younger. But now that I understand it, and now like I watch like podcasts, I watch the analysts, I watch all those sports shows. It was like, you know what? Like this is something I talk about almost too much. Like when I'm out, like these last games when they were playing, like I literally was, if you ain't talking about nothing else, I don't want, or my post, like making content about sports stuff or just in general, I don't want to talk about anything else. And I don't know if it's a bad thing, but it is one of those things where literally, like when I'm out, I just want to focus on sports. That's it. Like the game's on, that's it. NFL on, sports stuff, especially the Bills, like when I watch my team, that's it. But yeah, so that's how I really like got into like really, really talking sports and feeling comfortable now because you asked me about 2 years ago, hey, do you want to get on the camera and start talking about it? No, because I am on the shyer side. Like I'm pretty quiet and chill. But again, once you get me ramped up about this subject, I got you. I got you. I could be quiet about everything else, but then once you ask me a question about something about sports, football, basketball, I'm gonna keep. So yeah, I just want to talk about this. The Knicks. Wow, wow. I'm sorry, I thought I lost my earring. Wow. Um, I'm not to be honest. I'm not surprised, but I am like, wow, it really happened. It happened. So if you don't know, if you don't watch sports, or if you are on here and just watching just to hear me talk about sports stuff or Knicks, they did a week ago win the 2026 NBA national title. So we've won it all. Won it all. And the funny thing is they won the NBA Cup during the year against the same team. And they played the Spurs, which was a team and is still top tier team. They had Wemby the alien, which they call him. And we were able, as a collective, and even I'm going to say Brunson, though, he was the person that got a comeback guy, our clutch guy. He took it home and got us the title. But overall, across the board, like that series was one of the best series I've seen in a long time. Like I said, I've been watching sports since the 90s. Like younger, I used to watch the Bills stuff and like things like that. But like sports, like, cause I remember my dad, he was a big Houston Rockets, Hakeem Olajuwon. So in that era, you had your Patrick Ewing, Al Houston, like the Charles, all those guys. Like they were all Charlie Ward, which is fan, like all of them. So I got a chance to Marcus Camby. I can go on and on and on. So that's how it started back then. But then like I was like, and then I started watching everything. But just to see them and the legends to see them, and that's the thing too, like the legends, the Knicks legends. There's no fan base, and I've heard some podcasts talk about it, there's no other fan base that will support their players, like the current players, how the way Legends did. Unbelievable. Like I know they have, because like I said, Patrick Ewing, the 1999 era, they didn't make, he was part of that team. They were there, but they couldn't finish it out. Just to see, he said, I finally got one. The fact that Brunson was there, his dad, Rick Brunson, which is assistant coach, he was playing for that team when they were in the finals. And Brunson was actually there. He was like 2 years old when they made it there. And the fact he got to see them make it after all these years, 27 years, because I was 13 when that happened. So 27 years, that's a long time. So in between, we had our Mellows, Iman Shumpert, like I can go on and on and on and on. We had some guys, but in between there, it was like, who are you? I'm playing, but wow, that's all. And I still have not taken it in. I know the players haven't. Like, I've been watching that Saturday when they won. Like, if you look at you got to check out my Instagram and my TikTok, because I post a couple of reaction videos. Like, when I'm watching a game, I get amped. It's a lot. People actually think that, am I okay? I am totally fine. So I had recorded myself. Me and my homegirl were out watching the game 4 of this series. I was on one. I recorded. If you watch my vlog on my lifestyle vlog, I posted like some of the watch parties I went to. So if you watch that, you'll see I was going in. But people kept telling me, like, even during the year, I'm not sidetracking, but even during the year, oh, they can't be, Knicks, let's see what they can do, because last year they couldn't get past Indiana. We couldn't get past them because we were in Eastern Conference Finals and fell short. So even then after that, it's like, okay, Knicks can't beat these other teams. They can't beat Boston. They can't beat I know what's his name? Halliburton. He didn't come back yet. So yeah, we kind of, Indiana was no. But this year, Boston, you had Detroit, you had Cleveland. I know I'm missing some guys, but you had other teams. Even Atlanta had some other teams that is like, they not gonna make it far. They can't. In the West, they can't beat the West. They can't take care of them. Oh, they can't take care of Wemby, SGA, OKC. I get it, because OKC, they were champs last year, so I get that one. But I wasn't like, they can never beat any of these teams. But honestly, of course, I watched every game, and of course it was on TV and all that, keep up with scores during the season. I'm like, oh shoot, they on a streak. Okay, then they on a losing streak. All right, they back. So we became number 3. So fast forward to the Spurs. When they got to the Spurs finals, it was like, they can't get Wemby, the alien. They can't get past the bench. They got depth. But the thing is, the Knicks have depth all year round. Y'all seen? They actually showed a clip. This is funny because during the parade, they said, who was Tyler Kolek? It was a Christmas. I remember that. Someone posted. I'm like, yeah, I remember that game. Tyler Kolek, off the bench. He helped them win that game. Honestly, almost everybody on that bench had some point where they helped out. So that's why I'm so proud of Knicks, because everybody between the starting 5 and your bench, and let's not forget Mike Brown, the coaches. Mike Brown, Rick Brunson, all those other coaches, all the coaches on the team. But Mike Brown, his first year, and he got them. Now, mind you, they were already a good team, but they got some pieces to come there like towards the end of the year with Grand Theft GTA, which is Jose Alvarado, and then Clarkson. They got them at the end of the year. But it's like, this is his first year, and he was able to outperform coach-wise. Mitch Johnson, come on. Everyone, even, like I said, game 4, because I went out, and he was like, these guys next to me were like, I told you, I just focus on the games. Like, I will talk my stuff, but it's about the games. So they like, oh yeah, they can't. Oh, they down 29, they down 29, they can't win. I'm like, okay, all right. They not, okay. So it's like it's the halftime. I think they were down still in 20. I think it was like 20. It gets the third, fourth quarter. So I guess they must have talk in the huddle or in halftime, whatever. And they kept chipping away. Once it got to like 15. And then towards the ending of it, you had Grand Theft, Jose. He hit crucial 8 points. His crucial points. Man, and then just in general, all the guys can Mikal has some good moments too. Now I'm gonna get on that. Y'all wrong about Mikal, but we'll get to that in a minute. But those crucial minutes in that fourth quarter, and I kept telling people, I said, yo, okay, but who's the best comeback team in the NBA? So as the game ends, it's getting closer. I'm like, yo, they down 5. And then I got the guy saying, oh, they can't, whatever. And I literally, at the end of the game, they end up having it, like, we didn't like bet like no money, nothing like that. But it's like, okay, you lost your bet. Had to get us a drink. It was one of them type of things where people, I don't know, I'm like, you have to be positive. I'm just a positive person and an optimistic person. So people, this goes for any sport, just in general. They were being so negative, not negative or not optimistic, pessimistic, I guess you could say. Just not thinking in a good manner. And yeah, you're going to think like that, then that's something bad, bad's going to happen. We're not going to win. But me, I kept saying, nope, they got this. And sure, lo and behold, they got it and they won that game, which is one of the craziest, best comeback games. They said it. I don't watch playoffs, which I love playoffs, NBA playoffs, a long time. Sorry, somebody outside, brought in horn. A long time. One of the best. They said it. Absolutely one of the best ever. Finals, comebacks. I don't say comeback in general. Everybody, that was game 4 of the finals. After that, people like, yo, wow. Because mind you, we were already up 2-0 in San Antonio. That's the thing. Not at home. We didn't even get home yet. And game 3 lost. I won't get into that one because they lost, but I think they should have won. I'm going to get into a reason why I think they should have won. But came back game 4. Game 4, yeah, that's a comeback game. When I tell you, I've watched the highlights of that game too many times. And then I'm like, and then people are going to game 5 saying, okay, well, Wemby, he not going to allow them to win in no game 5. And I think it's the game where, game 3 is when they were pushing. He was pushing Brunson, like literally just pushed him. And I think it was either game 4 or game 5 where he was doing it again. And they weren't calling it. They just weren't caught. That's another thing too, but we're not going to get into that. They persevered. But get a game 5, people were saying, well, they can't. They playing in San Antonio. They can't win there. But then they won 2-0 in their city. So yeah. So then they won there. Yeah, I gave it away. But game 5, that's the game we won that one. And they were down. I had people again. I went out again. I was looking at the TV. Someone was walking past me. I was like, yeah, let's go. We got this. Literally, someone was like, yo, they're not going to win the game. And I'm like, who's that talking? Like, I'm paying attention to the game. Like I said, when it comes to games, I'm paying attention. So I'm like, okay, bet. So lo and behold again, we win the finals. We are champs. I had to go over to that person and be like, hey, you're wrong. Hey, come on. You said drink if they lose. If they win, and they won. So, yeah. But it's just like I said, I'm a positive person. And it's just something in me. And then I watched Jose Alvarado. He was on Carmelo's 7 p.m. in Brooklyn show. This is like during the year. I think it was in like April, right before the playoffs. Because we knew they were going to the playoffs because they were winning so much. But he was like, yo, I think Carmelo asked him, so what would you do? Or Kaz asked, like, what would you do if y'all won the finals, the champs? He's like, man, I will be drunk for like 8 days. And I just kept thinking, like, he just so, like, because mind you, he's from the city. Like, he got that aura, that New York City aura. And, like, I'm like, yo, in my brain, I was like, what if they really win it? I kept just thinking that. And I'm like, okay, we saw them Atlanta series. The Atlanta series, the first series, we went down 2-1. That's the series when they lost back-to-back games by 1. That's when I know Mike Brown, we already know this, they switched up how they went about. And ever since then, they won 13 straight. They only won 1 in this last game with Spurs. But other than that, 13 straight is nuts. They only lost 3 games in a matter of 4 different rounds to get, to win to be a champ. And like I said, I just remember Jose being like, yo, if we win. And then that's what like makes me like, not teary-eyed, but I did like when I watched it the next day, like watching like people get excited on that. It did make me get teary-eyed because it's like, wow, you literally manifested. You literally manifested winning it. And like you envisioned it. And I told you, if you envision things and manifest it, it's gonna come about. It's gonna come about. And in fact, I'm like, oh my gosh, he really, and then he got a chance to, after the game, he was like, he was lit. Like, he was like, yo, I'm about to be lit for like 8 days, you know, whatever. And I'm just so, he's one guy I'm just so happy for. Of course, I'm happy for Brunson because Brunson, he said it in his speech in the parade. Y'all talk all that stuff. Look what happened. I'm just paraphrasing it. Look what happened. Y'all doubted us. And that, I know that fueled him because he even said with Stephen A., what's the show called? Roommates with Josh Hart, Matt Hillman, I think. Yeah, Matt Hillman. And then Brunson, they have a show. And Hart, he pointed out to Stephen A. on their show yesterday, you know, after winning the finals. He said, so what was that stuff you were talking about, McHale and all that? And he ain't have nothing. They have receipts. Don't let y'all believe that I know Brunson said he didn't look at things during the year of the playoffs, but your people were telling you. Your people were telling you, y'all. The people were talking. And I'm telling you, when De'Aaron Fox got in his face, I think it was game 5, I want to say, or for one of those games, y'all should have saw his eyes. Brunson was like, okay, bet. That was it. Brunson had 45 points. The rest of the team had 49. He literally took half the points on the team, basically, and won them the chip. And of course, everyone else, the starting 5. At some point, the starting 5, literally, at some point, each person from the starting 5 had a game where it was stellar. And then, of course, Brunson just took it home. But even the bench, at moments, each person from the bench, between Deuce, Jose, Clarkson, just the aura, like just, and then the feel of how you could tell the bench and everybody get happy for them. Ariel found out. I was like, who that guy on Wemby at the end of the game of game 5? They had, his name's escaping me. Is it Cocker? I forgot his name. But they had him guarding him. It just was everybody, like I could literally point out in the whole season where somebody had some type of impact. Somebody. That was like in the parade. It melted me. Like it melted my heart just to see like, no, I didn't go. And I think that would have been a lot to be trying to go. Like I can only imagine like, not the chaos because they didn't have anything crazy go on, but just to see them all celebrate, like they deserve every bit of it, especially when they had doubters. Like that's the thing too, like they believe in each other. That's the thing about it. Like all year, I'll hear people say like, oh yeah, you know, Knicks, so they couldn't get past so-and-so. They got the West. The moment we beat Atlanta, that's when we kept beating them like by a lot after we lost 2 games. And then we swept those 2 teams, Cleveland and Detroit. You couldn't tell me that we have a chance to win the finals. And this is my thing. The Spurs have to go to game 7 with the OKC. They beat OKC. The moment they were able to beat OKC, I was like, oh. But honestly, even if we play OKC, I think we really would have been able to win that because their mind's like, oh, we got this. We got this. There's no way we're losing this game. We're losing the series. I mean, they just kept it together. Like, I just love the fan base. Spike, oh my God. Ben Stiller, like, I guess he said that they're going to have a documentary. He was getting footage. I got to say, during the year, even during the playoffs, he was getting some good footage. Ben Stiller, Spike Lee, I still say he's going to come back. He's going to come out with a movie or something. Or team up with maybe Ben and put something together. But man, oh man, this is the first time I've been able to express myself on how I feel about the game. Like I did put out a thank you to the New York Knicks on my podcast. I just actually released the episode, published it today. So if you're watching this or any other time, go to my podcast, They Think It's a Joke, on Apple and Spotify. And I did a thank you to the Knicks. It was very short, but this is my longer one just to express how I feel. But I'm just so happy. Like, it was so funny. I said, hey, if they win these games, gotta get some more Knicks apparel. I still gotta get some apparel. Like, I had some cute things, But you can't tell me nothing about the Knicks. Next year too. You just can't. They're gonna make it fire. Right now I don't, and I know. Sadly though, the team not gonna stay the same team next year because they're not gonna pay. Like he already said, they're not gonna pay everybody. So that part a little bit sad, but as long as the core crew stays, we got this. Like we could beat anybody. I don't care if it's OKC, Spurs. We got the Spurs twice, the NBA Cup and this one. So it's just seeing how it's gonna shape up. It's kind of like the NFL, like when they shake up everybody doesn't stay. So I'm gonna be curious to see like how it's gonna shape up. But I had to come on here. I was like, yo, I gotta do a sit down. Like I said, I still have not. It doesn't still feel real that they won it all. Like I said, if you're a fan, I know there's some bandwagoners. My sister, she did say, and I appreciate her keeping it real. She said she's a bandwagoner, but she's a good one because she's been staying on top of what they've been doing, like posting about it. I'm like, hey, if you're going to be positive, because she's a very positive person too. So, hey, and then my mom, I was over there and, highlights are still out there. Do you know mom sat there and watched the highlights of the finals? She's a stamp fan. For you to sit there, that's something I do when I'm at home and I'm just like not bored, but just like want to watch some stuff, like some intense like sports stuff. I could today. I'm probably gonna do it. Watch some of the highlights from the finals. She literally sat there like it was a TV show. That's how yeah. And then I know my dad, like he be chill about it. Like I think like as back in the day, he watched all that, so he's a little bit different. My brother, man, between Bills, he's always been a loyal fan, but. I could tell you this, my brother, even that period, like I said, I've been keeping up with the Knicks since I've been younger, but my brother really was like, I remember like watching his like Twitter, like posts when they were bad, like they didn't have to bring nobody. Like I know Carmelo, that era, all that type of thing, in between those eras, or before Brunson, my brother, he was sticking to it, so I gotta shout him out because he a fan. I mean, I'm a fan, but he a fan. He's a fan. Fan. For you to stick through, like, oh man, we still can't, and still try to endure the team. But that's the thing. Like these other people that are like, oh yo, y'all couldn't do it, but then now y'all want to be part of it. No, now y'all can't be part of it. Y'all watch from the back. Y'all watch from the other room. Y'all no. But I'm just so happy, like I said, the parade, I'm still in awe. Like, I'm going to watch it again because I can't believe, like, just witnessing everybody get their keys to the city. Everybody's happy. Like, I just love seeing everybody's post. They're still posting. Like, it's a week later and people are still posting. I'm just so happy for them. This is why I say, how can you not love sports? Especially, basketball is a game of runs. So, football is still exciting. You could get a boring game for that. But basketball, you got two good teams, or even just in general, it's going to be like back and forth. And it's just exciting. That's why I said that was the first sport that I really like enjoyed watching. Because like football, I love football too. But like basketball and to see the Knicks, like I said, I've been watching since the 90s. The 90s. I don't have nothing else to say right now, but if I do, I'm going to come back on here and talk about it, but I am so proud of the Knicks. Thank you. Thank you. You have made the organization proud, all that. Besides money, like all that, man. And we know Brunson's the king of the city. Like, there was a topic saying that, who's the best Knicks of all time. And this era is Brunson. I know Patrick Ewing, he did a lot. Like, he was there for a trillion years. Did a lot. Got your Waltz. They won one. They won when he was there. It's something about Brunson, the way he does it as a small point guard. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, that's a whole other debate. We can talk about that another time. But I just want to come on here and just say, yo, man, I have people from the city I'm still cool with from when I was in school. Because half our school was like New Yorkers. So they were like, yeah, I know they're happy. I'm just happy for everybody. The fans, the organization, the players, all that hard work. people doubting y'all. Y'all did it. Y'all did it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Knicks. Like, I can say, I know Bills haven't done it yet, but I can say I finally have had a team in my lifetime that I root for that has won it all. They're national champs. Won it all. Wow. And at my year 40 for me. Wow. It's only up from here. Only up. So please, if you have not watched, I know I haven't done like a separate sit down like this. It won't be on for 30. I'm sorry. 25 minutes. Ooh, it's a lot. I told you I can talk a lot. But I do have some other vlogs that I've had, and I combine them for my lifestyle. And then also put in a watch party. So if you haven't watched that, please go back and watch those because it gets real. I am a very active. There's a couple more. I don't have a lot of them in there, but my last game 4 and game 5 is on my latest vlog or last one of those. But if you want to see how a glimpse of how I really get, go on there. Like, man. But as always, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I will be back on football starting soon. So I want to get on here and talk about my Knicks. But we're going to be talking about more stuff as training camp happens next month. And like I said, I just posted my last episode of season 2 for my podcast. We'll start season 3 once the training camp and NFL start back up again as far as that. But I had to come on here. I just had to. I'm so proud. But I hope you guys have a great week or month, the rest of the month and summer. And I will talk to y'all soon.